Hi. Um, so also, hi mom, in case if you're watching. Hi. Um so the literacy rates. I feel like this was an eventual topic for me because like I've been reading my whole life. Okay. Like the second that I could read, then my mom basically just gave us all these books. Okay. She can probably confirm. We had the kid classics, we had actually the kid classics. That's actually what got me into my favorite book personally, which is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, because we had a kid classic, and it had it was a small collection of Washington Irving's books, but that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about here is I see so many posts where somebody will have they'll act like a and an like an are like interchangeable, like either one works, but it does not. It does not. Stop it. A is used for all consonants. An is used for mostly vowels. So right before you write an, what is your next word going to be? If it starts with a consonant, you use A. If it starts with a vowel, like A, E, I, O, U, you use A, N. Please, please, like, stop. They're not interchangeable. You can't just slap one or the other on there and consider it done, because it's not. Stop it. Stop. Okay, anyway, so also on the topic of writing, then I think I've already told you guys that I think everybody should have a pen pal. Because I really do. I really do. Because pen pals are fun. But that's not my point. My point is, um, my cat scratched me the other day. And it hurts really bad. It hurts every time something touches. There's a big scratch here, and it goes all the way across. You guys probably cannot see it because of the lighting, but it feels really really bad. And there was like a ribbon of my skin where he had clawed straight through. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, so also I think everybody should also keep a journal. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to write down every little thought of every little day that you have in your journal. Okay, but I do think it's a good idea to at least have a notebook. Okay, and I've seen where somebody calls something like that like a commonplace notebook, which is pretty cool. So basically, every time you have a question, then after you look it up, then you can write down the answer in the book, so that way you don't have to look it up again. You know. Anyway, so I think everybody should have journals because they're really good for regulating your emotions. Okay, like I've kept journals for the past 6 years. Yeah, 6 years since I was 14. And that was because I had a lot of anger at 14 for some reason. Like, I don't even know what happened. I went like crazy. So that was a really rough time for me. I don't even know what happened. So anyway, I remember my mom got me like an anger management book. Like, thanks, mom. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, mom. And in it, then it gave me some options of what to do, like talk to people, which for me, then talking about my feelings is always a lot harder than anything else. So then one of the topics that it gave me was keep a journal and write down like whatever you're mad about in the journal, so that way you don't lash out at other people. So I did that, and I think it didn't do a lot in the first year because I had a lot to unpack. But after that, then it started really like helping. I haven't journaled in like months though, so I really need to get back into it. Yeah. Um and I think when people hear journaling, then they think of like, oh, I need all those markers, I need all the stickers, I need like a giant notebook. Like I literally have notebooks of all sizes from just writing. And a lot of times I only used a pen. Like there were small occasions when I would print out something and stick it in it, but like journaling does it's not supposed to be a super long process, you know? Because if you're trying to regulate your emotions, you really don't want to have to go through that whole process of like pulling everything out and sticking everything down and like having to make sure your handwriting is nice. No, you don't have to do that. Like I think probably a good majority of my pages from my journal are when I was really really angry or upset. So my handwriting is awful, like awful with a capital A, but I still keep them. And sometimes I look back on them because they are good to see how you have grown and changed over the years, you know? I think they're really good that way. And like I don't know. I think everybody should have one. Like I said, I've had one for 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. And they're really like I said, it doesn't have to be a long process. You just need a notebook and a pen. And your nervous system will probably thank you. I'm pretty sure there was a study that said that writing out your emotions helps you regulate them faster or something. I'm not sure though. If I find it, I will put it in the description box. But yeah, because I remember in the very beginning when I first asked my mom for a journal, like for a notebook to use as a journal, then she was like, I mean, if you want, you know, like and I honestly didn't expect it to help as much as it did. But now I'll basically tell anyone who listens, you know, oh yeah, I keep a journal. I think you should too. Keep a journal. It's good for you. It is. It's actually good for you. It's good for your brain. So yeah, that was I just wanted to say that.